Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. It is already the 20th of January. Where has time gone? I mean, it's just going by so fast. You know you're in Lulu land when you tune in here. They're in rare form. I think it's the weather, but I can't say for sure. Wanted to show you some finished objects. One is almost finished. I think I've got one row that I'm going to complete and then it'll be finished. But I may have told you I am in a book club, and it is called Coast to Coast Book Club because our members started out, when we first started, our members were from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, and then here in Middle Tennessee. Been here all my life. So we meet on Fridays. Our first book was, now I may get the title wrong, so bear with me. Tell Me About Orchard Hollow by Lynn Stepp. And it is written about the area in Townsend, Tennessee, around the Apple Valley restaurant. So, well, it's got that in it, and then it's got several of the places there in that area of Tennessee. Then the second one was recommended by me. It is the Jane Eyre novel or book, and I think I showed you the cover. It's in my book bag. I love it. I love the story. I have watched the movies. I've loved Jane Eyre from probably a young age. So one of the girls in the book club mentioned, I guess it was 3 weeks ago, she was trying to learn how to crochet, and she wanted, I told her I made beanies, and she said, oh, I want a beanie so bad. And so I thought, I'm going to go home and make her one. Well, I did. And this is some scraps of yarn I had. I don't know the colors or anything. They were gifted to me, and I had this pom-pom. Now the cap can be reversible. The only thing is if she turns it, this was really the right side, but I like the pattern on the other side. But she has a button here that attaches her palm, and that'll be on top, but that's no big deal. I wouldn't think that would be a big issue. But that's one of my finished objects. One of them I had already finished earlier in the month was a ear warmer, headband ear warmer. So that is one project. And then the second one I'm still working on. It is by, I love this yarn, and the colorway is Jazzed Stripes. You know I love Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. And I love the colorway in this. Now, here's my seam because I'm still working on it. That's the inside. Now, what I done was front post, back post. But what I done was one row was front post, back post, front post, back post. So the second row, when I turned and started back, where I had a front post, I done a back post. And where I had a back post, I done a front post. And that was my design. It's kind of a jagged, if you will. So it will be a little over 6 inches. I had it 4.5 inches, and I put it on, and I thought, that's really just not long enough to my liking. So I am putting another row. I think I may have already finished one row, and I'm doing maybe a second row. I don't remember. It'll be a little over 6 inches tall. Don't really have anything to tell you other than that. I am going to work. I was hoping to have it done the weekend, but that didn't happen. The beanie that will be going to New York. I've got to do it and then see if she likes it, and then have her to measure, you know, from up here to the bottom of her ears to see, you know, the length. And then the circumference of her head, I need to know that. So I need to know if I need to do any more increasing in the number of stitches. I think right now I'm on 60 stitches. That's really the only thing I've got going on. I've not worked anymore on my son's scarf. I need to do that. That will be as soon as I get this beanie done that's going to New York. It will have buttons on it. I will show you the finished project when I get it done. And then it will have a yarn pom-pom on the top. So I probably will have to cut this video short. Company will be coming in a few minutes, but I just wanted to get on and say hello. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been kind of a up and down thing. I started back to work. I was off work for almost a week, and I work 7 days a week. I work a morning shift, and so I love it. It's not a problem that I work 7 days a week. It's really not. But normally by the time I get home, I've got 4 little ones that's ready for their daily sessions to begin. And they're restless as they are today. And it's so cold outside that I've just not enjoyed. My hands are so chapped and they're so dry. I've been putting lotion on them, but I wash my hands so much and they're really irritating me. But it's just so cold out. I just don't enjoy sitting out there. My son bought me one of those, I'm not sure what it's made out of. It's not really mesh, but it's a shade that you pull down, and then you've got a windy thing that you wind it back up, and then you have little bungee straps that hold it in place, and that works wonderful. But today we're supposed to have large wind gusts, and we've had some wind the weekend before we got our little snow and ice weather. We're down in the single digits this for a few days, and not supposed to really get much over 40, maybe 42, 43 this next week. So it's cold where we're at, and we're just not used to really bad cold. When I was growing up, we had very, very bad winters, very cold, very frigid, and it was just snow, a lot of snow. But now we're just not used to that. And I see my company pulling in. So I'm going to tell you goodbye. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will get back on here and show you some more projects, hopefully before the end of the week. Bye-bye. Everybody stay safe and warm. Check on neighbors and check on the pets. Bye-bye.